Hi, with this video I'd like to show you how you can make your own copy. In this case, my teacher gave me this file and I know it's a view only because I can see it right here. What that means is I'm not able to type and enter, so I'm trying to do that right here and I'm not able to. So I'm going to use the following buttons. So up on the left side, I'm going to click File, and I'd like to make my own copy. Now I do not want to add it to my drive, because if I add it to my drive I will have access to the original, but I'm not going to be still able to type on it. So I'm going to make a copy. So clicking on it. So by you making a copy, actually just put it in your Google Drive and it adds those two words in front of the original title. So copy of. So when I click on it, if you look at the title at the top, it says copy of, and then it has the rest. So now I can actually write my name. I'm erasing the word student and I know it's mine. And what I would like to do is I'm now able to write down also and fill in this prompt. So my last name, my first name as a student, and now my teacher also gave me the math fall RIT score. So let's say I'm 214 and I'm going to enter it so I know my information. And this file also says click on the link to go to the Khan Academy practice that matches your score from above. So my score is 214, so I really need to match. This is what it says. I'm going to be looking. It also says that to do the practices in order. Also reminds you to log in with Google. Otherwise, your work will not be saved. This is not good. I do want my work to be saved, so I need to memorize that I do need to log in with Google. Now, I would like to see 214. So my score looks like it's going to be right over here. So 214 is between 210 and 215, close to 215. So I'm going to write it here. And I'm going to type in the date I'm starting. So basically, write the date. Okay, now I'm ready to click on the link. So I'm going to click on the link and see what happens. If Khan Academy prompts you to log in, do log in. But right now I'm looking at the top and I recognize my ID number or your name, so I am logged in. So I have all these gray buttons with stars. So I'm going to start from the top. So notice that from gray, my star became light blue, but it's not dark blue yet. So right now I can click continue, I can click up next, but it does mean that I haven't finished yet if it's a lighter blue. So when I click on it, this is like a window that opens. If I close it, I go back to the navigation. But let's see if I'm struggling to do this problem. I do have some hints down at the bottom, or I can play a video if I was stuck. So right now I did my work on paper and I'm going to answer. It says without using a calculator, so that's why I use paper. So if I'm converting fraction to a decimal, I'm going to write 0.8. That's what my work shows. And I do get next question. I did get a little sound and I can go to next question. And then I continue answering. Now if I exit from here, because I'm logged in, Khan Academy does remember where I am. So I have a lot of grays to do. And I also wanted to show you that there's some work that I already did. The darker blue does mean that I've completed it, but there are some that I haven't done. So if you look at over here, take a look how this is a lighter blue. These other ones are darker blue. That means I haven't finished this one yet. But if you look here, I kind of skipped. This is gray, and this is blue. So I've been skipping, and our recommendation as teacher is don't skip, do it unless you're really by yourself and you watch the video, you did need help. So if you do need help, like I skipped this one, I know I have to continue using, I'm gonna go and ask someone to help me, or my teacher after school tutoring. So I definitely want to get some help if I'm stuck, or remember I could use the hints. So if I go back to my practice, I do know what that decimal looks like. This is 0.5, so I don't have to do that on paper. So basically follow the prompts and you'll be fine. Now if you're not sure where you are, let's see, I close that and I'm gonna go to my document, and I click back to that same link I started. It told me when I started. I'm gonna click on that link, and Khan Academy, because I was logged in, does remember what I did. So remember on this one I only had one blue star that it hasn't even been finished. I could do play continue. Now in some cases the teacher might ask you, well, you know what, let's go to geometry. So on the side, this content is kind of like a shortcut. Right now the blue one is what I'm currently on, but let's see, I needed to review some geometry, so I'm gonna click on geometry, and I have kind of the same gray. That means I haven't even started, but this is my level that I want to practice. So I'm gonna start with the top. It says I have 8 to complete, so I'm gonna start at the top. And of course I need to read the prompts. In this case it says plot the point 3, 7. So I'm gonna be dragging this point. Looks like I can drag it. So if I started with 0, 0, X has the 3, and then Y has the 7. So I don't need to use paper on that one. I could watch the video though if I wasn't sure, or I can get a hint. But in this case I don't use my scratch paper because I was able to graph it directly. So I'm gonna check it, and looks like I did well, so I'm gonna go next. And let's see, I was confused on that one, so let's make it different. So I'm gonna check my work and it doesn't let me continue. So it does say try again or review. So if I do make a mistake, it does prompt me. I could also get a hint, and I need to read the hint. So it does give me more hints. So I could try to do it with the first one. So it does remind me, hey, 4 is the X coordinate, and it's kind of color coding, if you could see the blue. So this information does really help me. So I'm gonna go 4 is supposed to be for the X, and Y is supposed to be for the Y. 8 is supposed to be for the Y. So really this hint did help me. If I was not able to figure out with this hint, I can get another one. So now it does show me I need to go to the 4. Okay, if I needed more hints, I just keep going. Or again, I could watch the video. So I'm playing the video inside. I can pause it, or I can make it a big screen by clicking here. So I could just watch the teacher teaching, Mr. Khan. To exit from the full screen, look at that button again, and I'm ready to check my work, and it will give me a prompt. And again, I can close. So it did turn light blue, but it does it does remind me that I haven't finished it. And again, I was just in the geometry, but before that I had other lessons I could have done, but I skipped them. So when I go to the geometry, I have that light blue there as well, but I haven't finished it.